meal and then you have like all kinds of conversations. They just had a really negative experience of being in that relationship. I'm just like, why were you with someone if they're not going to treat you right? You know, like, it's time for self-love. It's time to respect yourself. It's time to just know that you are worthy of the best. I blocked this guy and then he sent me messages from another number. I was like, okay, this is kind of stalkerish, it's kind of harassment. So I was like, listen, stop speaking to me. I blocked him again and then he started calling me. I'm going for, I swear, if this person cancels and I've put in so much effort. Hi, it's Kenzie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be having a look at different dating apps. I'll be talking about my experiences using these apps, and I'm currently getting ready. I'm about to get ready for a date that I have tonight, which is why I'm looking, so I'm about to look cute. Get ready with me and let's talk about it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Anyway, so I am going on a date tonight. We are going to dinner and I don't want to be late. So anyway, one time I was late for a date. We made a reservation and everything. We planned the date ahead of time. I went to the hair salon to get my hair done because I wanted to look cute, you know. I wanted to get my hair done anyway, but I wanted to get it done on that day so that I would look cute on the date. And so I was late because of that, like 20-30 minutes late. He was so angry. He yelled at me at the restaurant. He made me cry and people were looking at me. It was so embarrassing. I have been on dating apps for a long time. I think they're pretty cool. Like, if you are an introvert like me, and you don't like going out very much, you never go out, you don't have a lot of friends, you don't experience a lot of nightlife or going out, stuff like that. I'm that way. I've always been that way. I've always been reclusive. I always keep to myself, and so I don't really have an opportunity to meet people. And so going online and meeting people is my best option. It's the only option I have. And so I've been on dating apps for a while, for maybe like, I don't know, 5 years on and off. But yeah, so I'm currently on 2 different dating apps right now because one is not enough. I don't know, just, you know, it gets pretty exhausting. But yeah, I've been on these apps a lot this year. I've met so many people this year. So let's just talk about the different apps that they are. Tinder is trash. Tinder is a cesspool. It is a breeding ground for weirdos. It is so gross. I hate Tinder. I think anyone who has been on Tinder or is on Tinder knows what I'm talking about. But I think out of all the dating apps, Tinder is kind of a hookup app. It's just flooded with all sorts of characters. Anyway, my cousin met her man on Tinder and now she's married with 2 beautiful children. Let me tell you, Tinder is not what it used to be. And I know it used to be different because I've been on it for a while. I met my first boyfriend on Tinder. I don't know, I've never really been in a relationship, but like, I date a lot, and every time I date, I probably met that person on a dating app. So Tinder is not the place to be. It's the gist of it. It's just flooded with so many kinds of people that, it is. I mean, I don't think they do a good job at filtering what kind of people can be on there. So, I mean, I re-downloaded Tinder a few days ago and I've had some interesting conversations with people. One of the guys sent me a message saying, hey, I want to hook up, and I was like, no. He was like, I would smash, and I was like, no. And then he got offended because I said no and rejected him and called me a so not a good experience. And I was like, you know what, let me just try a different app. So my date for tonight is from Bumble. I feel so weird saying that because I swear I feel like this person is going to cancel on me, and I'm already getting ready. Bumble is royalty when it comes to dating apps. I feel like it's really filtered. I feel like they have, they take their community guidelines really seriously on Bumble. It's, I don't know, I feel like it's a safe space in comparison to other apps. I think they just take safety really seriously. On Bumble, women make the first move. Gosh, this is a mess. it's almost like Tinder. Basically, you just swipe and swipe and swipe until you find someone you like. You swipe right when you like someone, and then if that person likes you, it's a match, just like on Tinder. The nice thing about Bumble is that women make the first move. So even though you match with a guy, he can't reach you, he can't contact you unless you decide to message him. And you only have about 24 hours to message a person on Bumble, and then after that the match disappears. Also, like, there's a premium version, just like for Tinder as well. I feel like at this point, a lot of these apps are money-making schemes. So they have packages where you get like unlimited swipes, where you can swipe and swipe and swipe, and you never run out of likes, you never run out of swipes, and you get all of these benefits. But I feel like it is so useless to do that, because after like 2 or 3 days, I am done with these apps. Like, I don't want to be on these apps. I get really sick of speaking to people and meeting people, and I'm like, ugh, I'm done. Let me just get off you. If you've been on these, you know what I'm talking about. It gets quite depressing. But yeah, so it's really weird to me that people actually pay for these, because the prices are insane. Like, the packages, you get a package for like 2,000 rand, 1,000 rand. Like, I don't know, I don't think you can pay less than 200 rand on these apps. It's crazy. I don't think, I mean, I know that people are out here paying for that, but I think only men do that. There is no way a woman is going to pay to be on a dating app. I don't know. But yeah, people pay for the apps. I feel like Bumble is the most worthy app of your money. If you're going to spend your money on an app, spend it on Bumble. I think it's a really nice, cool space, and if somebody disrespects you or somebody is really weird, you can report them and they will remove their account, which is pretty cool. So I think that's awesome. I mean, I'm getting really sick of being on these apps. Like, I'm getting really sick of going on dates and whatever. The thing is, I actually really like being single. And I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm getting old. I don't settle and I don't compromise. I just don't want to be with someone unless it's worth it. So I'm not the kind of person who just gets in relationships and stuff. I just don't get that. I've never been that kind of person. So when people are like, oh, I dated this person and they just had a really negative experience of being in that relationship, I'm just like, why were you with someone if they're not going to treat you right? You know, like, it's time for self-love. It's time to respect yourself. It's time to just know that you are worthy of the best and that you can get what you want. You don't have to settle. You just have to wait for the right person to come by. So I doubt I'm going to find the right person on these apps, honestly. I just know that obviously my future husband is definitely not on these apps, but it's really nice to go out and meet people, because being single is cool and everything, but it gets so lonely. It gets so lonely, honestly. I'll be honest. I envy people who are in relationships for that reason. Like, you always have someone to talk to, you always have someone to hang out with. When I feel like I want to hang out with someone, or that I want to talk to someone, or like I'm really, really lonely, then I go on these apps and I download them. But now that I'm back on, this time around I haven't met anyone because it's only been a few days. I'm currently on Bumble and on Tinder. Even though Tinder's trash, I still have hope, because I have met one or two I have met a few good guys from Tinder, you know. But the thing is, if they are on Tinder, there's something wrong with them. Like, if anyone who's on a dating app, there is something wrong with you. Because every time I download these apps again, I see the same people who I saw the last time I was on there. I keep matching with people I've seen before. I even match with guys who I gave my number and we spoke on WhatsApp, and they don't remember me. I'm like, damn, am I that... Like, I thought I was memorable. Am I that forgetful? It's depressing. It's depressing. You see the same people there because these people are single for a reason and they're on dating apps for a reason. Like, there is something wrong with all of us. I'm sorry. There's something wrong with single people. We're single for a reason. It's either because you haven't met the person you need to be with, or there's something wrong with you. Like when people ask me, why are you single? They always ask us on dating apps. They're like, oh my gosh, oh hey, so why are you single? I'm like, nobody wants me. I'm single because nobody wants to be with me. Do you get that? So we've covered Tinder, we've covered Bumble. What else? There's Hinge. Hinge is also one, but I feel like the main two are either Tinder or Bumble. Hinge is really kind of strange to me. Like, I didn't like it. I had it for 2 days and then I deleted it. I wasn't meeting so many people from these apps. Sketchy characters, just a lot of people. And I've just learned to have a little bit more of a filter. Because I used to share my number a lot and I'm like, nah, I should stop doing that because a few days ago I was supposed to go out with this other guy and he was like, oh hey, you know, let's go out, and I said cool, and we set the time and place and everything, and then when the time came, he was like, let's do it tomorrow. I was like, dude, I'm ready. And by the time I was ready, he was like, oh, let's do it tomorrow. And then I blocked him because I was just so embarrassed. I blocked this guy and then he sent me messages from another number. I was like, okay, this is kind of stalkerish, it's kind of harassment. So I was like, listen, stop speaking to me. I blocked him again, and then he started calling me. Like, it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous because I feel like, what if my life is in danger? You know, you don't know these people. I hate when people talk on text for a long time. Like, one time I spoke to this guy and he told me that him and his ex texted for a year and they saw each other, like they met once. Throughout the time that they were texting, they only met once. And I was like, what? That is insane. Imagine talking or being in a talking stage with someone for a year and just texting with him and never meeting. That's a whole relationship. After a year, people are getting married. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be getting married to someone after 1 year, and here are people out here texting for a year. Like, no. I think like you have to be a commitment phobe to do something like that. And I mean, although I'm quick to meet people and I'm spontaneous, like I don't like planning things for the future. Like, if someone says, oh, let's have dinner sometime next week, I just lose interest because I'm too impatient to wait around until next week comes. Like, I'll probably meet someone else before the day comes, you know. So it's kind of annoying having to wait and stuff. Like, I don't have time to wait, you know. Let's get moving. I just like being alone, and I haven't met someone who I know that I for sure want to be with. It's just always like, people don't like me, we don't get along, or whatever. And then you're just trying a little too hard to make it work. Like, if you don't get along, you don't get along. Just kind of stop. Just stop it at that point. Just be like, you know what, it's not working out. I think I broke the necklace, honestly. I don't know. I kind of did break it so that I could put it in. It's honestly, I don't even think it's supposed to look like this, but... Ow. There we go. Kind of like that. Let's do my hair. Okay, this is gonna be a lot to work with. Ow. Ow. Okay, be done here. I think. Okay, no, I have to wait it. Okay, that's better. Where's my African? Oh. Oh, it is so wet. I wet it like a lot so that it could be smoother to go through. But where is my? Damn it! Damn it! I don't have time for this! Back. Okay, I need to start hurrying up now. I feel like I've been getting a little too comfortable. Okay, let's do that. Luckily it's summer and it's hot because I used cold water on my hair and it's starting to drip down now. So that's good. I feel like I'm also putting in too much effort. Like, you know, guys are all like when guys get ready for dates, they just put on a shirt or something. They don't even change. Like, they wear whatever they were wearing at work or the gym or something, and they just I don't know. Do they do their hair? I don't know. Makeup? Definitely not. So it takes a lot of effort for me to get ready. So it's very annoying and stressful having to reschedule the dates. Like, if you have to postpone it, even if it's to the next day. Because you're like, oh my gosh, I spent so much time getting ready for this date. Should I try on the outfits? I don't know. I'm probably just gonna wear this dress. Or like, I'm just gonna wear this dress, honestly. Or like these pants and the top I'm wearing now. Kind of like I'm trying it on. Okay, so this is the vibe, the first vibe I'm going for, I swear. If this person cancels and I've put in so much effort, I'm gonna be mad. I don't even have a backup date. Like, most of the time I have a backup date, meaning like I say yes to like 2 or 3 different people so that if one cancels or postpones, I can just go on the other one with the other person. But this time I don't have a backup. But I feel like what I was saying was one time I booked 4 people to go on a date with because I was so paranoid and anxious. I was like, you know what, one person is gonna cancel and I need a backup because I'm really looking forward to, like, you know, going out and whatever. And one cancelled, one postponed to the next day, and then 2 didn't cancel and they showed up at the same time to pick me up. Here's my outfit. I think I'm gonna go with this. You know, like, anyway, that is it for today's video. I'll let you know if this person cancels, but that is it for today's video. If you liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos like this, please do subscribe. I'm begging you. Kidding. If you have anything to say, comment down below. See you next time. Bye.